Battle control initialized.
Alright, so you will tell me when those games, at least some of them are finished, so for that while I will just run some replays.
Looks like Jur's already finished. And Goat's already finished too.
Okay, so now I'm rewatching the game on that steroid patches.
Steroid patches, yeah, that's a good name for it.
So map for the Rago season 8.
Yeah, maybe.
I remember a lot of people asked for patches to return. And in that game, in the second game of Happy vs Ganon, we see Ganon doing a very aggressive rifle push, but being repelled by a stray ore truck from Happy. By the way, back to Parallel, Jur is saying that Ganon lost the first game against him.
Oh, well.
I bet that was an intro. Ah, right, so that was a fast map and close map. I will bet that it was something of a all-in by Jur or something like Tech Rush.
Yeah, got Current Rush or something.
Or actually Jur saying just joking. Which also might be true.
Alright. Or just beat Bane.
And I see where this game ends, because Ganon just made a base push right into Happy's main. Placed the Tesla coil, and now is dancing around that Tesla coil, and there is a second Tesla coil, and now the game is over.
Battle control terminated.
So that was pretty fast.
Yeah, looks like the Poison Sigil and Happy and Andrew still playing. Alright, don't expect those games to go on much longer. And the next map will be map 15.
Okay, so I'm waiting on server 4 for that second game of Orb vs Bane. What was the first game result?
Orb 1, yeah.
So for now, Orb goes uncontested still. And likely ZX Ganon as well. which is really expected because both are number 1 and number 2 from the recent regular season. And Happy versus Andrew still happening.
Always one.
Yeah, so after this round, I guess it will be helpful to recap what the situation is before the final round in the groups.
Yeah, I'm trying to get caught up on that because I got a little behind with all the matches.
Yeah, but anyways, I guess that it's for now it's pretty clear that Sadix Ganon and Orb are likely to be the finalists.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay, well, that is happening. I will have a short 1-minute break. So, regarding the scores here.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch them up right now. There's so many.
I guess you can start the games for the round 4, and then you'll have a minute
Yeah, I'll
or
just
two to
try to
recap
catch
the
up.
stuff. But just for people that are asking, I guess it's fair to say that Orb is at How much is it? 10 points right now at least, or 9 points, and winning 1-0 against Bane, and the same as Ganon. And Happy lost a lot of games, like losing to Moods.
Yeah. And Ganon.
And also losing to Ganon, yeah, as well. So that's not going to give him any bonuses.
Well, this is a problem.
Which one?
I'm trying to switch to map 15, but it's saying it's not found on the server.
At least I see it.
Might have to manually give people this map.
Happy Orb won the first game against Bane, so it's 1-0 at the moment. Okay, I'll try on the server 5 to set map manually by myself, because I've downloaded it. I will just need to restart the client.
Yeah, you're gonna have to restart. That sucks.
Actually, Happy just downloaded the map from me, I guess, because he checked ready.
Well, if it's working for you.
I can restart the second one as well then.
Maybe it's just
do it.
not happy with me uploading all the maps.
Let me do it real quick. Or we can just watch Happy versus Anju.
That's weird, it made me re-download my map.
Wait, not the same server, which one? This one. Ah, right. Bane just needed to have a cigarette, so I can't sneak an admin from him. Okay, so I suppose let's start the Happy versus Anju, and when Bane gets back I will start our game as well. I gave you an admin on server 5, so whenever you're ready.
Alright.
And on server 4 I will start the game once Bane is back and gives me an admin. And no one sees nothing. Again? Like you didn't see the... Okay, never mind. And also I need to unmute myself. So at least this map is rather easy for players to spot the initial ore patches.
Yeah. At least a few of them were like that.
So this time you were generous.
See how quickly Happy figures out this map.
Whether he figured that out or not, he just does it quietly.
I mean, it should look pretty familiar to a different map.
By the way, in the game of Happy versus Anju, I might have not clicked the kill bounties and reusable engineers.
That's fine.
But I guess it doesn't matter because there are nothing capturable on the map, and well, the only difference is kill bounties, but that's not really something to be bothered about.
Alright.
So at this point, yeah, only now Anju started to actually scout the map. And then he realizes there is not much to scout about.
Nope, this map is pretty familiar. A little change up. I like to call it big boy racetracks.
I guess it misses probably one extra expansion in those corners, left and right.
Yeah, I thought about it, but then that would be like at least 10 mines per player. Like it's already got 9 each.
Yeah, I see.
You could maybe push the expansions out a little bit, or you could always break up the.
Violet and Red were into the second game of round 4, which means at least one more round and then finals. And as many tiebreakers as we need to finish that up, so that's at least half, 1 hour and a half left to play, or maybe more. Yeah. And the final is also best of 3, right? Or is it a?
It's a best of 3, yeah.
Or it's a mystery, like the first one. Just now looking at the game of Bane versus Orb, and I don't know whether either of them saw them up, but they both decided to not build any scouts, and Orb even skipped the barracks.
Yeah, that's probably cheating. Stream sniping again. It's alright. Orb will choke against Ganon in the final anyways, like he always does.
So at least by this time, Happy should have picked his pace and probably playing better.
Alright, so if I did everything right for the score tables, as of the end of round 3, oh, hold up. Alright, so there's the end of round 3, Zix Ganon has 9 points, Happy has 3, Andrew has 6, Jur 2, Sigil 1, it's 3. And then
that's
on the other side,
Division B, right?
That's Division B, correct. 1, Orb is in front with 9, Bane has 7, and then 5 Aces and Pie Child both have 4, Goat has 3, and Gwendy has 0. So right now it's actually Ganon and Andrew in first and second division, and then Bane and Orb are first in the first division, first and second.
Yeah, so Bane and Orb playing for the first place in that round 4.
And yeah, they're playing right now. Yep.
Interestingly enough, Andrew is putting nice pressure on Happy here. Same way that Happy is doing to him.
Yeah, I think Happy's definitely going to be able to push that base back. Because that MCV is going to die before it can move.
Yeah, it's really required at least one flame tower there.
And Orbs, or not Orb, Andrew's going to try the same thing on the right side, but I think it's going to be a little less effective.
Yeah, by this time I can definitely say it's not orb.
Andrew looks like he's gonna go straight through the middle, and that one artillery is gonna.
That's a don't give a fuck strategy. Just go and destroying the base here. But
I mean, it could do a lot of damage if he just rolls the heavy tanks through.
if he manages to, but looks like Happy.
But
Actually, Happy was blocked by those fences on the right side, so his infantry required to go around it, and now part of his infantry can't help the other part because of that.
I think Andrew's just gonna get collapsed on though with the artilleries and stuff from the left side.
Probably like it. But then he nicely split his army, and he is now
He's actually getting away with it too. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was interesting. And now if he continues on the main base, he might even have some tech to destroy, because there is no
Yeah,
MCV.
that's the perfect time to just put those tanks on attack anything, and then just keep walking to the base, and they'll just auto target. Keep them alive a little bit longer.
Interestingly enough, my Bane versus Orb game crashed.
Just your client or their client too?
I don't know, but I have the sync report, so it's likely out of sync.
Looks like they're still playing. Yeah, Andrew's actually pushing Happy back pretty hard.
Alright, so Andrew managed to destroy the radar dome, and will likely destroy the service depot as well. And Happy is also on one MCV only.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna need a new map, so I'm in a server 4 if you want to join in on that real quick. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I can, but in a minute. Yeah, Violet and Red smells hacks between Bane and Orb in that game. That's why it crashed. And it looks like it's all over for Happy here, because there is nothing really for him to stop that attack from Andrew. At the same time, he does a counter attack, which is rifles, or rather infantry only on the Andrew's expansion. But Happy doesn't have any MCVs. He's building an MCV which is 4 seconds left, and he's close to lose a service depot here. And MCV... yeah, MCV goes out and service depot goes down in 2 seconds after it. And I'm downloading the Dark 12 map. And it goes around, so Happy managed to raise both main...
Oh, demo truck.
Yeah, that demo truck will...
That's
end
it. And that's probably gonna signal a GG from Happy.
Well, Happy still has a slim chance, Because those a lot of those tanks are in
Yeah,
red
boy,
zone.
those tanks are pretty bad. Meanwhile, Bane and Orb have restarted on map 12.
Yeah, I'll switch to that once Happy versus Century is over, because it's still not clear how it ends up. So yeah, it doesn't seem likely that Happy can manage a comeback here. Just too much tech lost.
Yeah, he's getting collapsed on both sides.
There are a lot of technicians from Happy, which he might use. And Andrew didn't really pay attention to his directional parabombs, which he could have used. He just clicked whatever. But that whatever was enough, and Happy is at 1.5 harvester, several rifles, no war factory, and that's it. And we're switching to
Battle control terminated.
game 2 of Bane versus Orb, which is probably much more interesting. Let's hope I can switch to it. Yeah. So by this time, those players noticed that there are bugs.
I don't think that's anything to do with my map.
So this map is more naval than even you thought about.
Yeah, I guess the map really wanted to force naval too.
I guess there is a bug with bridge repair, as far as I imagine. That the bridge got repaired, but somehow the tiles still are impossible. And I see Orb loading technicians into transports. So looks like Bane and Orb collect the most bugs out of this playtest.
Yeah.
Do we have a prize for that?
We might have to make one.
Like the biggest bug upset.
It's a lot of removal for Bane. Both of taking the center bits though. Oh, Bane's got some spies too, that's nice.
Yeah, Violet and Red, it seems that there is some bug that prevents both Orb and Bane from crossing that repaired bridge in different tiles, even.
Which is really unfortunate.
That
no.
probably needs to be investigated.
Not a huge deal. Bane's got an MCV coming, but
yeah, but at least Bane managed to sneak his MCV on the island. And Orb is still on that forward command. Yeah. Hello, Andrew. Orbs actually managed to drop a couple of technicians on the top left island.
yeah, you got a scout, figure out if there's an ore mine there.
For whatever reason. Also, Orb has 2 silos built. Yeah, to whoever asks this, it's a dual point 2, so like double dual. Instead of 1 long bridge, you have 2 long bridges. I wonder whether that long bridge and dual works the same on the playtest, like these ones. So it seems that Bane won his naval war, or naval fight, and is now controlling more water than Orb. So, depending on what his actual immediate plans are, if he scouts the top left and bottom right islands, he might have a go at those islands. At the same time, for now, it more or less looks like a condensed battle in the middle, which anyway has something of 5 mines per player, which is quite a lot. Oh, there are 3 spies from Bane. Let's see how that works out. Probably won't, but that will depend on whether this tower is possible. I guess it is.
Yeah, they can sneak up there. I think Orb's in a better position here.
And all 3 spies got crushed by a harvester.
That's Orb's got this thing where his vehicles have like a 200% more chance. He does it all the time to me. Pisses me off.
Well, Gatekeeper always had that before. I guess Orb inherited that.
I guess.
Luckily for Bane, those were British spies, so those are cheaper. Just needs a little bit more of them. Oh, a nice crash.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Certainly more worse than the cost of a Chinook. So apparently Bane has better luck with naval, but doesn't really use it. Because there are some points where he can expand it more and use his destroyers around. And he just rotates them all around the map without really doing anything.
I think he needs like an air unit to give him some.
Okay, he already gave up. Probably
Alright.
didn't like the naval.
Probably. So we got
Under
happy.
control, terminate.
1-1 with Ant. Got a tiebreaker coming up. And it's going to be map number 4. I don't remember anything about this one. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. I know about this. Okay.
And again, this one is only tiebreaker, right?
Correct.
Looks like we have a tiebreaker for each round.
Yeah, it seems like it's been like that so far.
Ah, right, so I assume this is a oil derrick map.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually listened.
Well, we'll figure it out. Actually, I'm gonna kick all specs. Oh, I transferred him into fuck.
That was a wrong move.
Of course, Bane's probably not here, is he?
And of course, Bane is AFK.
That was
Do we want to switch a server?
I.
Let's pick another one. Like,
Did he kick ban you or did he just kick?
yeah.
Alright.
Ah, okay, we're in the clear. Okay, let's go.
They should figure out this.
At least it's a small one. Okay, and even a tooltip says that it gives a lot of additional funds, and I already see that it has like 25 each tools, or
It's
3
like
seconds?
25 every second. Yeah.
Every second. Oh wait, I actually know this map. Do I?
I think you should.
And judging by Andrew's base placement, I think he knows this map too. Okay, just to whoever hasn't guessed it, it's Ore Lord without
It's
actual ore
oil.
on the map.
It's Oil Lord.
Oil. Nah, I won't try to say it in a single sentence.
Yeah, it's a tough answer.
Especially this late into the tournament. But I guess oil derricks are destroyable here, right?
They are. I did give them more HP, so they're a little bit more sturdy, because, you know, there's only 4 mines total on the map, but I just don't see that happening. Although Happy is taking quite a lot of them. I wanted to make it so if you destroyed them, they just like instantly respawned, but that was a lot of coding that I was having trouble with.
Happy also picked a cheat color that doesn't really show the whether that's a neutral or actually his.
Andrew doesn't have a defense ready. Andrew or Happy's playing this map how it used to be played, where you just park some infantry right outside of that ore patch and kill a harvester because it was so hard to control. Andrew doesn't even have a harvester over there. He's building a lot of flak trucks for some reason. I figured he'd build APCs.
Happy actually tried to destroy that one of the oil derricks, but I guess he realized that it's not that fragile as the original one. He's in fight.
Yeah, they have like a little bit more than HP than a MCV, I'm pretty sure is what I said it as.
Yeah, now he tries to destroy the right one. It also doesn't really work.
They still go down pretty quickly to like artillery or V2.
Yeah, but you can repair them with engineers, and on this map it's actually much more
useful,
beneficial, or like vital even. Let's see whether Ensure actually does that.
If there's ever a map to tech rush, this is it. But Happy's kind of just sticking with that tier 0 play.
They both do, but Ensure is building a radar dome.
Meanwhile, Happy went for a second ore factory.
I guess with all those oil derricks, it's actually a much more stable input of money than you get from just plain ore trucks and ore patches.
Yeah,
So
you're like with 4 of these, you're getting like 100 a second. That's like way more than a ore truck could ever do.
Even if you have the same income, I mean, you just have it like gradual. So as your production is also going steady, like per second, so you just offset that with oil derricks. There is less chance of production stall than it is with ore trucks.
That was a good little attack. Happy gonna steal a harvester. Not super important, but
I wanted to say that Happy's got it under control, but then I saw that Andrew is having a little nice infantry squad on the top right. And unfortunately loses that because of the vision Happy has on that order. And while having that, actually I think Andrew right now has more oil derricks than Happy. So probably a little better income.
got a good attack coming in on the right.
Depending on the tanks again.
The testicle is gonna repel it.
He needs a flame tower very soon. And yeah, good position, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
that's it.
paid itself. Oh, that yak's gonna die.
Nope.
Gets away because this rockets suck. Yeah,
And
Andrew doesn't have an army anymore. We got 4 tanks coming in on the side.
has money though. Ah, he doesn't.
No, he has 0 money.
Happy's floating 4k.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
But
5, 6,
Andrew
7.
has an engineer at the top, which might at least capture another oil derrick. But he acts down.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Happy's finally deciding to recapture those oil derricks, while Andrew lost his engineer at the top, and he's losing oil derricks at the left.
Yeah, this should be over fairly quickly.
Happy's army graph is just like skyrocketed last minute.
The high. Alright, I guess he only built 1 hind. I don't know. All the tanks maybe, because he has 3 war factories now.
Yeah, probably the tanks. He's now attacking the ground.
Oh, there's that demo truck. Happy's favorite unit.
Yeah, but it was Andrew's demo truck. No more demo trucks right now. Yeah, it looks like it's over because Happy is also capturing oil derricks all around. So that will diminish Andrew's resources rather quickly.
Tanya in there just for insult to injury. Alright.
Happy takes 2 points.
Battle control terminated.
And we're into the last round of group stage.
And we're gonna start on map 7.
Alright, so what do we have left? Bane versus Quendy, Orb versus Child, Cannon versus Moods. Oh, I guess we can watch that.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Hopefully, hopefully having some interesting shenanigans from Moods. Although he's saying, at least his nickname, you didn't say anything. Okay, so while you're going into server 6, I'm going to cast 5 Faces versus Fire Child. Wait,
Okay.
versus Goat, I mean. And that's a lot of barrels in the middle. And actually, the minimap looks like the map is quite big.
It's a bigger map.
And it has some gems. It also has some sort of agenda of it in design and wolves placement and the village
It is very agenda-like.
in the middle.
This map, I'm pretty sure it's the same size as like 8 cell difference.
Now the music plays the most favorite 5S song from Klepatsky. At least a remix of it. Yeah, and so far between Goat and 5 Faces they didn't really contested each other at minute 4 mark. So just simply expanding, exploring the map. Okay, so this map actually has one mine less than Agenda, because at the top it has only one mine, where Agenda has 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And looks like the rest of the mine count is same as Agenda. And I guess I will continue showing the game between Goat and 5 Aces for a minute, then switching to Ganon versus Moods. So there is a middle battle going on, and Goat tries to base push 5 Aces to some extent, but the fire rate by Tesla Coil is not enough.
ZX Cannon and Moods can finally turn to.
Yeah, I see. But I assume this might be
Goat.
Probably.
Should be a pretty good matchup.
Oh wow, 5 Aces wasted a lot of infantry to try and destroy the Tesla Coil, and Tesla Coil left at red and still stood up. So that was a nice win for Goat, but at the same time him being second on that expansion means that he can't really use it. And now those players will probably hit the low money because they don't have any proper expansions here. Also, the colors between ZX Ganon and Moods are not really distinguishable for a cast.
Yeah, I told him.
So the starting money on this map looks rather low. So 5 Aces moved his original MCV to the bottom right, top right, and expanded there. But it's only having a refinery ready right now, and it's not placing here. This, which allows Goat to try and capture it. And there is also a rifle that can prevent Engineer from being dead. Oh, that Engineer runs away. But there are still 3 ore trucks that can forever deny the capture for that Engineer.
I'm pretty sure when I made the map, the starting ore is actually the exact same as the agenda, which was on the smaller side anyways.
Maybe, but maybe the players just were not that fast enough on expansion, and that means they
Yeah, that could be it too.
shoot
There's
through
also
the
a lot
money
more gems
faster.
down.
Yeah, those gems are something about 3k or 5k. So Skirt just gave this map a big map stamp of approval. I guess that means you can make this map even bigger.
It's the same width as agenda, but it's a little bit taller because it's the bottom.
Yeah, but anyways, that bottom is just water, so
Yeah,
it's not really
just,
usable. It can be
Just to get some,
usable.
yeah, park some cruisers there for that middle ore patch or something. Or, you know, if you're Soviets and you just want to waste some money.
So for 5 aces it looks like he is quite lucky with this attacks to the middle, demolishing all the army for gold here. And you know, it again looks to be less likely for gold to win here, and also I want to actually switch to ZX Ganon versus Moods. I don't really like to when like sports channels switch between sports translations live different stuff, but here's what we do. So we are right into the middle of ZX Ganon base pushing again his opponent. This time it's Moods.
Naturally.
Yeah, for some reason there is a lot of base pushing by ZX Ganon in this tournament. I wonder what it have been for ZX Ganon with the old rules where base pushing was even more effective.
I don't know, that's interesting.
Because Ganon really shows that base pushing is still very tough to play against.
Especially,
it's
yeah,
like a separate dimension.
Especially against Soviets, it's with the testicles, they're just so good. But I don't know, Soviets are just better geared for base pushes anyways, because all their tanks are heavier. You only really need testicles instead of turrets and pillboxes. And then flame towers are better than pillboxes this release anyways.
Yeah, so it looks like there won't be anything interesting from coming from Moods here, I guess, because Ganon practically already has half of the map.
Well, Quindy in Bane are playing, and I see mine layers, so that's always interesting.
Yeah, so that's actually a very massive attempt of an attack by Moods, but his tanks are all in the wrong position here.
Yeah, and all 4 of those tanks are going to die.
At least 2 are still staying.
Medium tanks are just so fragile.
Yeah, but those infantry are still blowing enough, and if he manages to get... yeah, I don't think it's going to be effective. Okay, so assuming that Ganon won't lose this, we're switching to something more interesting, because between 5 aces and gold, yeah, it's also a GG. So between 5 aces and gold, there is actually a standoff right now. So we are switching quickly to this game, and I don't know really what they're doing right now, but they're on low money and trying to grab some stuff. And the bottom middle Or patch is still contested by both players and not really acclaimed by any one of them. They both now found, well, at least Goat found the bottom left mine, and Five Faces actually didn't, which is also interesting. So he's practically playing at one patch less. And there is a nice power drop coming in, and Goat probably either again didn't pay attention about it or didn't care that he could have had a much faster power drop instead, directing the lane from other direction. So I'm wondering, I don't know whether how much this is gonna drag further, but maybe there is an option to postpone the finals to tomorrow.
We can definitely do that if you're feeling like you want to head off.
Depending on other guys. For example, I guess that Ganon also has it late.
Yeah, it's gonna be, let's see, Ganon. Looks like Andrew might still take second. Then pretty sure it's Bane and Orb. I guess 5-8. If 5-8 is 3-0's Goat, that would give him 7 points. But then Bane 2-1 5-8, so it'd go to Bane anyways. So yeah, it's Bane and Orb and... Oh, wait, no, Moods has 9 points. So Thea, Ganon and Moods, and Bane, and looks like it was the top 4.
Alright, so back to this game. Five Faces managed to break hold of Goat's main base with a lot of his tanks, but at the same time Goat is wreaking havoc at the top, destroying all the expansions from Five Faces. And there is only an attempt by Five Faces to salvage anything with a pack of not Hinds, but Blackhawks. And depending on whether this MCV doesn't go forward, yeah, it kinda stops the attack a little bit. But he still needs to destroy this refinery to deny eco even further. ZX Ganon probably, or not probably, but highly likely that the final is Ganon versus Orb. And I was querying whether you wanted to play today or maybe postpone it till tomorrow. Because there is still at least one game in round 5 left.
We're at almost at what, 6 hours now?
Yeah,
It's honestly not too bad.
5.5. It's 1:30 my time though.
Yeah, I hope you don't have any early stuff tomorrow morning.
No, I have a Sunday morning tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can sleep it over till Monday. So I likely don't want to do that.
This
5 faces.
5 aces game was kind of intense.
Yeah, actually, it is. Goat had a nice clear out on the top side with a lot of his army, but finally stopped with a pack of Blackhawks before destroying the final right refinery. At the same time, 5 faces did a lot of damage to Goat's main, but was again stopped at the middle of it. And now Goat went tier 3 and now has Iron Curtain and is building up Tesla tanks with whatever money he has, which is not really a lot, because he's only like gathering from 3, 4. Oh, and that was a fluke, very bad fluke from 5 faces, because he flew.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he flew a pack of Blackhawks right into mobile flanks. And actually, if you are watching it from the stream, remember that it's 60 seconds delay.
Yeah, I'm usually waiting for block lines to go down. Excuse me, Blackhawks.
Yeah, I'm trying to relearn that stuff.
I'm just gonna call him Hines. It's gonna happen. I'm just living it down.
First stuff that you can do is just call them non-Hines, or like not Hines. Then go from there.
You can call him Thick Body Hines.
Allied Hines. Okay, even though 5 faces lost a lot of helis here, he still managed to build some more, and even has a 5th one. At the same time, doesn't allow Goat to build up any reasonable Tesla blob here. Wait, what you say in the chat is also very sneaky stuff.
So, I designed it so, because some maps you can't see where your starting lore is, your MCV always points in that direction, but if you're too quick on the draw, then you'll just deploy your MCV and you won't know. But I did leave that little Easter egg. If you take that half second to see where it's pointing, you can easily crawl.
Ah. How do you actually rotate the MCV on the map editor?
You have to use Lua. You put the multiplayer spawn and then you change it to the YAML to MCV, and then Lua you make it grab.
Yeah, I guess
players. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's still scripting, which I didn't really looked at anywhere. And the game froze.
The game froze?
Yep. And I don't know what the reason is.
Like a crash or like lag?
Well, it looked like a lag initially, but now server is not responding. So I don't know what to make of it.
That sucks. Do you edit enough to call it? Because what I'm looking at on stream here, it looks like Goat was kind of smothering 5 aces.
I can switch graphs at least. Well, earnings are a little bit on Goat's side, but it was pretty even both sides, and it's actually still more or less even around the side. I can't say that any of the players really wins here or not. Well, 5 Aces did have only 4 ore trucks, while Goat had 11 of them, and Goat also had the most portion of the top of the map.
That sucks.
Oh, and Sigil also crashed, so maybe that was a crash on Jazz side.
Yeah, it was the servers.
All of them, I suppose?
Yeah, I think they're all down.
That's yet another reason to postpone the finals till tomorrow.
Battle control terminated.
But I see that 4 servers at least are still working. No. If Sigil says that crash, then most 3. Do we have other games finished?
I believe they were the last 2.
Well, I guess we can make the split decision and try to finish the group stage at least and postpone the finals. Also seems that servers have gone back up. Right, so then waiting on the player's decision.
Cue technical difficulties music.
For each hours, yeah. Last time it took 7.5, as far as I remember. But then last time we only had best of 1, but we tried to watch every game in a division.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess we can finish the group stage right now, and that will be the last game, or if we need the best of 3 somewhere, and then have finals tomorrow. Bane, if you're asking, there is a discussion, like a very active one, going on in the Dark Tournament channel. I'm semi-reading that and not really talking that through to the stream, which I probably should have. So currently, the X-Ganon supports finals tomorrow. Orbs would prefer to finish today. And Moods and Bane are just sitting out elsewhere and don't say what they want. And that is Moods and Bane, right? On the second place.
Yeah, looking like that's how it's gonna be.
Judging by Moods being drunk and high, I can assume that he really doesn't care whether it's today or tomorrow. Bane, you should really like say something if you are listening to the stream, and saying thanks not in the chat, then just say whether you want to continue. Right then, so let's just have the second map and finish the group stage, and I'll probably be passed out by that time anyways. In any case, even if it's not tomorrow, then we can do it even later, because gathering 4 players is much easier than gathering 12 for them.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll get done tomorrow. Probably same time.
Yeah, Bane says that he doesn't care. Yeah, let's do the last map. Right, so
As soon as
draws.
Ganon wants to give me the admin.
Yeah, Happy and Juro already playing? You started them?
Yeah. I gave them the map and then they took off, which is fine. They don't really. Bane kicked me to the server.
Okay.
Do you wanna? Okay.
Battle control initialized.
Well, 5 Aces and Goat started if you wanna commentate on
Yeah,
that one.
I'm already watching at that game and showed
This
part of the map
is fun.
already.
Yeah. Fun map. I like it.
I'm gonna finally give up the admin, so you can start the other one.
Excellent. Alright, everything should be.
Battle control initialized.
I see that Goat has already found the secret of this map.
The goodies.
Yeah.
And 5 faces as well. Just above the cliff.
Peak 5 inches his interest a little bit.
That takes a lot of power. Yeah. So you have the power plant as well.
The only thing is you just can't power that AA gun instantly. But you don't need it instantly anyways.
For some reason, Goat decided to not go for the Chronosphere. I didn't yet ever consider how to play with Tier 1 or Tier 2 Chronosphere.
And 5 Ace is very aggressive, right? Doesn't even care for an engineer.
Just wants to get it over with.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go to bed.
That might work. Lorry driver rush style, infantry only, but he didn't go for power plants. So and for some reason, right, so 5 faces is going in from with a pack of 15 rifles and an engineer from a single refinery. So that will hit him back pretty hard. Yeah, and I already see why you need the Chronosphere here.
Yeah.
Because you can't pass into the middle without one. And there are likely a lot of resources involved. Let's see now whether 5 faces will actually transport his MCV into the middle right away with the Chronosphere.
It's probably the better decision. There is, not a whole lot.
Gold is only now capturing the Chronosphere. And 5 faces already has one ready. In 6 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely chrono that.
Yep.
And there you go.
And likely to see a chrono vortex effect as well. I actually haven't seen it yet in a game.
I honestly constantly forget about it.
No, but it's not that deadly if you're chronoing it into a safe position.
Nice little engagement for 5 aces right here.
Well, this really shows the difference between an experienced players and just a good one. Because 5 aces immediately plays stop and just waited for Goat to destroy all his army into a standing wall of rifles.
Oh no. I think I missed something pretty big in the Moods Ganon game. Moods doesn't have a Chronosphere. I don't know if it got sniped or if he sold it for some stupid reason. That's probably gonna come back to bite him.
No, I think he sold it, probably. Or maybe it was destroyed. And judging by Happy's comment in the chat, I guess that Happy either destroyed or did something to his opponent's Chronosphere as well in his game. Interestingly enough, looks like Goat is an ex-team player, because the first building he built after moving an MCV with a Chronosphere was War Factory. I don't know, just a hint, but for me it surely looks like something a team player would do in a team games. Alright, so as far as I get it, there are 8 mines in the middle and a single hospital.
Yeah, still relatively open in the middle. But yeah, that's definitely where you need to go with Chronosphere, or just some way to get a SV there, which is... You lose a Chronosphere in a lot of trouble. Especially if you're Soviets.
Yeah, and you can see it in Ganon versus Moods game, where Moods likely sold his Chronosphere and now he just can't do anything.
I mean, you think if you see a Chronosphere out there, you'd probably be like, probably there's a reason for it, you know? Probably shouldn't sell it. But in the first Dark tournament against Mo, on one of the maps I played, there was Tesla coils guarding like your, like pretty much your only source of income, and I sold them instantly, and that came back to bite me. So it happens.
Nice attempt by Goat at the top. Also a nice split, but that only leads to losing an army here. At the same time, Goat might have to capitalize on his War Factory in the middle of the map, because obviously 5 Aces doesn't have one, and is only now planning to build some helipads. And this superiority in tanks might be what Goat actually needs to overcome in this game. Yeah, the only thing Goat doesn't know is where Fireface's base is actually placed. And at the same time there is quite an effective attack from Goat at the top, or from Firefaces at the top, which soon might mean the destruction of Goat's main, unless he prepares a defense. Firefaces tries to utilize his chronosphere in a normal way by chronoing tanks. He's on a very slim margin of power, which went down with the power plant here. So this actually means this base goes down, even considering the kinds, the Blackhawks.
Sorry, I've been watching that crashed game from Andrew and Zoogle, trying to figure out who was gonna come out there. I've missed a lot of this. But it looks like Fireface is in a not too bad of a position.
I don't know really, it can still go either way, but I would have my money placed on Goat again in this game.
Barracks just needs a barracks in the middle, and I think he'd be okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Firefaces doesn't have any infantry nor war factory production right now in the middle. But then Goat might lose his only coneyard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can build another one right into the middle without using Chronosphere.
Hey you both, what's up?
Hey,
Hello, Ganon.
Yo. So since I finished my game sub, I thought I could maybe join you. Even though I think that's also the last game you guys have in here.
Yeah, it's just, I think 2 more games going right now.
Okay. Well, finals tomorrow then, I guess. That's nice. Good for Europeans though. Not good for
Oh well.
Okay, like I am very proud of myself finishing undefeated without training once. Feels good, man.
Suck it all away against Orb. Orb's got a reputation to live up to.
I
Can't
know.
let him be.
I know. At least this is gonna be fun tomorrow.
Yeah, well, understandably, I can get that Orb wants to finish the tournament right now, but it's already past 2 AM for me, and I'm not really looking at the game straight. not that I need to, because I'm not obviously playing, but I might assume that that might be the issue for Ganon or Bane as well. Though Bane is slightly also playing Knights usually, so he just said that he doesn't care.
Well, so Bane, Moods, me and Orbit is well. That's nice. Well, wait, Happy? Not even Happy? Ah, poor Happy. Oh well, I would have liked him to see being in second.
I don't know. I think we still need to check the results of the last round because I'm not sure it's really smooth.
Moods lost 3 games. That I know. No, wait. Moods lost 2 games versus Anjo and 2 games versus me now. So now Happy is the question if Happy lost more than 4 games because he lost also 2 versus Moods and me. So the question is if Happy lost the 5th. No, wait. Happy lost the 5th game. He had a 3-parter against one of our groups. I think was against no. No fucking idea. You guys need to check that.
Yeah, he was 1-1 versus Angel.
So then means Happy maybe won't have enough points. Except if Moods also lost another one that I'm not aware of.
I don't remember.
Aubrey wants to play today. Well, no. We have to play tomorrow. It's very late in Europe. It's 1 AM in my place. And I'd like to catch some sleep. When do we play, by the way, tomorrow? That's the big question.
It'll probably be at a similar time.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. Is it best of 3 or best of 5?
It's a best of 3.
Oh, that's easy. That's very quick.
It'll be fine.
Oh well, it depends. It's not quickly done, but it's just 1 best of 3.
Yeah, Blackens should pick some of more weird maps for that best of 3.
Hey, it's all about RNGs, alright?
Some of those maps were really good. Like, I really hope those maybe make it into Ruggle Season 8.
Yeah, but you know, it's all about RNG, but it depends on the person who runs that RNG.
Also, the people realizing that the MCV was pointing directly at the resources. I realized that after my first game versus Seagull that, like, why is again the 3rd time the MCV is not positioned as it usually is, and then I realized, because it was pointing at the resources. Smart Blackened. That's a good idea. Oh lol.
So you say you figured it out yourself?
Hmm.
I actually didn't even pay attention. Well, so far the most peculiar thing was when both Jur and Sigil lost their Rangers to Tesla coils that were highlighted that they're likely not neutral but creep ones. And then they had a mini game to capture a creep base to use it as their own. Yeah, and another one where who was it? 5 Aces and Bane played, where you needed to capture tanks with thieves with no base. We still need to figure out what are the hidden Easter eggs on that map.
On which map?
Black and his little Easter eggs as usual.
On the map with no base, where you have
the
dogs and thieves.
Yeah. That one. Let me guess, there's some mammoth tanks in the corners behind those barrels.
No, there's something else behind the barrels. There are mammoth tanks. I'm surprised, but that would have been my first pick.
Well, the sadly point is I don't have them. I don't want to download it right now. Resource Center. I think we keep it a secret. It's a fun map though. I really like. It's a very interesting concept. I didn't think of like having something like that. Very good.
On the little mini mission map that everybody almost killed themselves on. It was kind of fun too.
Shame that Trembler's one fun map isn't active anymore. I don't know if his lure code still works, you know. where the Benny Hill music was playing, while we all ran away with our MCVs, like where cruisers were hunting us the whole time.
Yeah,
Kill the
actually, I
ground.
thought about putting that in, but it was like a well map. These are supposed to be like new maps and stuff like that, so.
I don't know, you were chatting with someone about it and I got that. Like, I know that you said like Trampler's fun cruiser map, but I was like, is he taking that map? I think you said that like 1 week ago or something. You chatted with someone and I just read that.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it, because it was a fun map and definitely minigame-esque, but...
Does it work still, by the way, this fun map? We could play this maybe. It's actually one of the rare occasions where I actually favor fun maps over 1v1.
I don't think it does, unfortunately.
Nah, maybe I can ask Trampler if he fixes the map. I know he's still around somewhere. This map was really good.
Which one?
You start with an MCV in the middle that can teleport. It's also very fast, and the ground beneath you is breakable because it's bridge concrete. And cruisers shoot like onto the map randomly.
That mini game with MCVs.
Yes, and there was also crates spawn. No, wait, was it with crates? I can't remember. Yeah, but no, was it with crates? I actually can't remember.
Yeah, I think they were. Maybe they don't. But
that map was
I only
really good.
remember the Benny Hill music there.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. Perfection.
And that was the reason that it took a lot of size of the map, like 3 or 4 megabytes, because most of it was just the music placed in it as an SHP.
I don't know, I really like that fun map. Usually I'm not for fun maps because I'm mostly against fun, only like serious games matter, but I'll make some exceptions, you know. Fun and all.
Anyway, looking at the game, looks like Goat finally pushed Five Faces from the middle, while Five Faces is trying to get the rest of the map on the outside. So that might lead to...
That might be interesting, like who's gonna win? Like the guy in the middle is the Soviets, when the Soviet player is kept in the middle and the chronosphere is dead, how does he ever get out?
He won't, and that will mean that he couldn't ever win if he loses all the outside buildings.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess let's just take that middle back.
This would be so fun if that happened. If Five Faces can really manage to get the outer ring. Oh boy. I mean, I'm delayed by 1 minute, so I don't have a fucking idea what's will happen. But nice. I mean, this map is trash for regular 1v1, but there's it has an interesting concept.
Technically, it can be made so that it's not a solid cliff all around, but a very long pass all around the cliff, or like two outer exits and then 2 inner exits from that cliff. That you need to go like at least a quarter of the map to get inside or outside.
By the way, reminds me, Blacken never answered my question. Like this one snow map, 1v1 map that we played on, which had like a huge mountain pass in the north and lots of ore there. This map, like the map idea, really reminded me of Tournament Decision from King's Row.
Yeah.
You got the idea from there, right? Yeah, I knew it.
No, actually,
No?
I don't know where I came up with that. It kind of spurred into my head.
But the idea of the map is really interesting. This is completely new, like at least for me. I like it.
There might be... I kept a log of like what inspired me to do each map. Let's see if I have something for that one.
Was there a map actually that also was like inspired by CNC3? Because I can guess another one.
Oh no, the map you're talking about was kind of inspired by Sandraiser.
Oh.
No.
Interesting. Still though, like I got some CNC3 vibes from that map. Just like huge big fields, and then in the north in the mountain which divides them.
Yeah, I could see how it could be a kind of a Turn of Decision-esque.
Jackaderp asks, can you just base scroll over the cliff? No, you can't in Red Alert, because every cliff is at least 2 tiles wide, 2 cells wide, and you can only place buildings 1 tile, 1 cell from one another. So
the adjacency is... Wait, how did it count again? Either it's 3 or 2. I think it's 2.
I mean,
that means
you can only have one
gap
cell,
between
one empty cell between buildings.
Yes, exactly.
So you can't ever. What happened? I don't really know.
The best part is even if the allies player actually controls the outside of the map. Like if 5-Aces really manages to grab the outside, then he's really gonna win the game for sure. First of all, the Soviet can't get out, and second of all, the allies can teleport, has artillery, has longbows. There's always a way he can find in a way. And Chinooks. Goddamn, broken balance. No Chinooks for Soviets. See? This is why RA is crap. Where's the Chinook? But it looks like 5-Aces can't even win the outsider ring. Or has he actually made a comeback in your game?
Yeah, like,
For me, right?
5-Aces forgot about phase transports being detected by infantry in this playtest.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that change.
I like that change, because find it streamlining.
Actually, if what Pancha did to phase transport further is making them into glorified transports, stealth tanks from TD.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he replaces the rocket from phase transport into a usual rocket from a rocket soldier.
Battle control.
But you might need more than just 2 or 3 phase transports to really do considerable damage.
Yeah, but for example, 4 or 5 phase transports is the same as 4 rockets drop, but at the same time they can hit and run, and you won't see them.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
you can't really detect them properly because infantry only detect 1 cell.
Well, but then again, I think you use phase transports only against harvesters or against buildings. I can't really imagine using them against other tanks, because they are so squishy they die immediately. No way. Doesn't he also want to increase the HP? Well, here the role needs to be more clarified. Should it be like a harass option, an actual raiding unit? Like that really depends on the designing how much HP it should have later on. If you make it a stealth thing, it needs to have low HP. Or like it's never gonna die.
Okay, so I suppose we decided to finish up tomorrow? Or,
Yeah,
for me it's already today, but I'm
Yeah,
just...
for me
every
too.
match is finished but Quendy and Bane. God knows what's going on in their match.
Revoke 5-Aces hind license. Oh, Orb, those are harsh words.
Orp is asking why doesn't he face Ganon in the full round robin, then realizing it's just 2 different groups.
Orb. Man, you Americans really need some sleep. Even though it's
It's almost
already
4 PM
midday
here.
for you. I know, right? I mean, he is a scatterbrain, I know that. Happens, you know? Imagine we would have had like 10 people fighting each other at once in one day. This is impossible. We would sit here till 5 AM Europe time.
Alright, so
Yeah, and I guess
Just-
I will also need to make myself available as well. tomorrow evening.
Maybe Jacko will also be around. I know he's watching the stream.
We'll have 27 streamers for the final 6 games.
I mean, you know, the more casters, the better. The more fun it is.
So Orb versus Ganon both went undefeated, 15 points.
Oh, he also
Bane.
went undefeated. Oh, this
did.
is even more interesting. I like it. Which faction did he play?
Bane came in second with 10 points, and then Moods came in second with 9 points, tied with Andrew, but he also beat Andrew, so he'll get the automatic bump to second. Andrew then comes in third.
Where's Happy?
Goat came in third for Division 1. Happy came fourth with 8 points. Five Aces came fourth in his division, and then Pie Child 4 points. Quinty
0.
0. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
good.
still dependent on whether Bane loses to him, because if he loses to him, there's a slight difference, but not too much. He'll just go from 9. And Bane takes the tiebreaker against Goat.
Wait, Bane and Quendy still playing for 34 minutes.
Yeah, they're still going.
Holy shit, what are they doing?
Probably
They probably both.
No, Quendy
lost the
probably is
Chronosphere.
Soviet and is in the middle, and Bane doesn't know how to build a chronosphere and get into
Maybe they're just having a tea break.
Tea Party.
Tea party, yeah.
Actually, even if Bane does have a chronosphere, if the middle is reinforced hard enough, it's not really much to do with a chronosphere to get into.
By the way, as you said, you should really make this VOD a highlight so it doesn't get deleted, because this is actually interesting. Like,
yeah, I know.
It had around, like, I mean, if you count the split viewers between both streams, around 50. So that's nice.
I'll do the highlights tomorrow, I guess.
Yep.
And then there's still all the people who watch the stream that said they're going to. I know New Map Maker and Esco.
Yep.
And we'll need to gather up all the replays as well.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit.
It's gonna take a while. Anyway, actually, so Netna's Goal, are there actually plans to take some of the Dark Tournament maps for Ruggles Season 8?
I mean, we can definitely take a look at them after they're, because I think there's some good ones in there, but that's gonna be up to the big 3.
I still want Tournament 8. That's what so nice. The map still needs a little bit of shaping though. I think still the early eco is a bit weird. But I've played the map so often against Orb, like we kinda already found out what the small issues are left to fix.
Right, so if we are having the finals tomorrow, then that's it for me today. And thank you everyone for watching and participating. See you guys tomorrow.
Yo, good night, guys.
And thank you, of course, Blacken, for organizing the recursion of Dark Tournament.
Yeah, Orb is back. Black is back.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.